Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rise at the Warehouse. We are here for our fifth qualifier and the finals for the female division. We've got our top 15 athletes who are going to take on hybrid speed and burnout courses, and I'm Chris Ganji, joined alongside Ryan Stratus.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Here we are at the hybrid and speed and burnout day. Athletes ran two courses yesterday to determine who the top 15 athletes are today. And my oh my, they made some changes out there. We'll see if the athletes can adjust to the new challenges that we'll be facing in the hybrid and an extremely long burnout course. We saw some exciting runs in the open division just the stream prior. If you missed out, go hang out there, check it out. All eyes on the female division here, starting things in just a bit.
Yeah, Annabella Heinrichs is going to lead the charge here, and let's take a quick look at the run order. Run order is based on yesterday's results, and so athletes will compete in reverse order of the leaderboard. And so here's a quick look presented by Bucket of Chalk. Annabella Heinrichs, Sammy Shu, and Caitlin Little are going to be your first three runners.
Rule set for the hybrid, get that retry system. They fall on an obstacle, they have to go back, wait 10 seconds for the obstacle to be reset, doesn't matter what obstacle it is. 10-second wait period, and then they can try again up to 3 times. Have to clear it before they move on. If they fall 3 times, the run is done. Last obstacle completed. Time they did that,
we are ready when you are.
Their position. Annabella Heinrichs standing by.
Yeah, so Annabella Heinrichs, you can see on the starting line, getting ready to kick things off here. A little intimidating going first, but we saw in the open division, Josiah Pipel made it all the way to burnout, leading the charge.
Oh, here we go. Annabella going to chalk up one more time before heading over to the start platform. Slight change to the first obstacle. They've got to go around the entirety of the outside portion of the steps and jump to the platform using that ring in hand. Alters it just enough to change things up. Annabella coming out of Longmont, Colorado, trains at Arc Ninja. Really fun gym if you've ever been out there. Nate Hansen, Emily Keener, Taylor Green, all train at that location. Had one of our youth sectional competitions out there for the NSC Youth Championship. And we are on the move. Annabella going to swing through. Get things started heading on to the ring, swing, and hooks. Annabella's 15th time with the NSC. 8th time making it into the next round. Christmas tree. Hanging obstacle here. You got to make your way through. It's an unstable bridge setup. Will tilt all the way 90 degrees. They have the option of going through the unstable bridge method like Annabella just did, or turn it sideways and go through more of a pinch obstacle like a bookend. This obstacle is modified slightly Yesterday they had a smaller ledge they can utilize to get to that high bar. Now that's taken out of the picture, requiring an extra jump. Chalk up a little bit, and this was the big make or break point early on for a lot of athletes on the Mary Cliffmas, as we were calling it. This one modified to be a bit more straightforward toss and pull, taking out some of the challenge from yesterday, only because there's been an increase in difficulty later down the line. A lot of research and development goes into these courses and how we can alter it just enough to change up the techniques and continue to challenge the athletes on day 2. Annabella have to get that compression obstacle lined up just right for the catch. Turning sideways through both blocks. They're required to do now. Have to catch onto an angled ledge. Yesterday they were allowed to grab onto the front and back of this next board, but today have to go through a reverse catch only. Annabella down to her last retry. This was the crux area for the open division as well. The modified rule set on this obstacle. Annabella showing us how difficult this change is. Things off here for this division. One last try. Hold on tight. Compression here. Tough slopers trying to regrip. Ensure we've got enough swing into it. Not gonna get it on her third and final attempt. Great try, Annabella. Goes to show you how one slight change on an obstacle make things a little more difficult. Up next is going to be Sammy Shu. Sammy on the move. Cannonball swings through. Only her second NSC. She competed at Rise of the Warehouse back in season 4 last year. Didn't make it into the next round there, placed 26th, so this is her first time taking on the extended version of the course. More challenging format where you have to try to recover the day prior. Rest up overnight from one of those 2 courses. Right in our rhythm here. Up and over onto the wall. Going to utilize a more static approach. Dropping on down, grabbing a little more chalk. Trans out of the Ultimate Ninja Gym in Albuquerque. Mike Salenzi out there. There not too long ago for a NSC youth as well, when they reach out to the floating cliffhanger. Just missed the grip on the front side. Wait that 10 seconds and try again.
Come on, Sammy. Just use that grip strength, get to that bar. Right here. Let's get through this one. Come on, Sammy. Come on.
Way through, re-gripping. On now.
Come on, Sammy. Come on. You can use both sides. Come on. Hold.
To make sure that grip stays strong. The tinier ledge
Hit that bar, Sammy.
on those floating cliffs. Tough to hold on to. Her hands are opening up, but she maintains the grip, fighting for the dismount coming up. Great adjustment, able to fight through after a retry. Let's tax the grip a little bit. 2 back-to-back really tough, grip-intensive obstacles. You can see shaking out the hands, trying to get the strength back.
Breathe, shake it out here.
They have 4 minutes now. Yesterday they only had 3. They had a little over 140 athletes to get through. Now they've got an extra minute, a little more breathing room.
Whenever you're ready.
Then they have one more obstacle to do. They're looking for a buzzer here in the hybrid. Sammy going for the sideways swing now on Compress Your Luck. Just a little shy of the front side of that sloper. You can see how shallow of a ledge there is. Going from cliff ledges, nice flat surface up there, plenty of traction for the hands, to a sloper hold. Shocks the system almost, and you need to go a little further in to catch onto the far side. Well, that blind catch, not going to get it on try 2.
Ask your time.
One last chance for Sammy.
So roughly about 24 seconds.
Got to recover overnight is what makes these formats more challenging, and trying to get it on her 3rd and final attempt, not going to make it through. Compress Your Luck. Goes for the switch around. Just unable to find the handholds of Rick Sammy. Caitlin Little standing by. Similar story as we saw the first handful of runners in the open division. Pressure at Luck, altered obstacle, starting to be a little more challenging. See how the later athletes adjust. Let's take that into consideration. Caitlin coming out of Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville takes a fall there. A handful of athletes get hung up here as well. It is not an easy obstacle. Unstable bridge style with the altered handholds overhead. Get a little tricky. Can't just bounce your way through efficiently as you would think. Caitlin, only one chance remaining here. See if she decides to take a different approach. Still going with the unstable bridge style crossing. Be a little more patient on these tosses. Down to her last try. Going forwards. One more. Peel out on the backswing, and we're through. Nicely done. High pressure moment early in the course. Retry starts to take away a little more energy each time. Starts to become a battle of attrition out there. Makes this format so challenging. Big test of endurance. We start our journey here on these tiny ledges. Keep the arms straight, conserve some of that pull power that will be required. On Compress Your Luck, tried to rotate around and not able to get their body position, just out of sync. Having to swing through and reach to the other side. Not easy to do when your arms are out straight. Might be a little pumped from the retries. Extra hang time she spent on the Christmas tree try number 2 for Caitlin. Not getting through it. This is her 16th time at NSC. See those ledges smaller on the black side, and then the light blue side, a little more forgiving, forcing you to hold various sides like that, tests the grip even more. Try to swing through this, has to pull hard here and not gonna get it. Tough break for Caitlin. Grip just being really tested early on here on this course. Allison Bond ready to go now. See if she can rise to the occasion. Allison striding her way through, 7 years of experience. Sponsored by Sky Zone. We hop our way across. First few hooks. Ooh, the Christmas tree claims another. Trains out of Ninja Mania. As a part of her lacrosse team, plays the goalie position for her high school. See if we can find timing here. Move. Really tough. Fighting across. Maybe trying to dismount. There we go. Good work. Feet up, trusses in play. They can't go all the way to the top. Utilize the feet beyond padding. Allison pushing forwards here. Now along to these tiny ledges. Bit of an altered version from yesterday. The swing back claims her. The grip here already being tested. Take some extra time to recover. The earlier athletes, bit of a disadvantage. Don't know how far. Really need to get in order to make it into the top 12 in order to move on into speed. So every obstacle, very important here. Trying to find that next ledge bump over a little bit further. Peeling off. Backswing catches her. A little too much. Final attempt for Allison. See some coaching coming out of the sideline. Encouragement. How can one adjust here? That grip starts to go. It's hard to build it back up enough. Make sure you've got the pull power. On these tiny ledges, Allison Bond. Final attempt. Swinging up. He's a bump through this quickly. Bending the arms here. Better grab on it that time, but not able to make the swing through and grab to the other side. Tough early showing out of wave one. First a few athletes. It's going to give later athletes a little more room to work. Olivia Lopez. Ends her run across the steps. Coming out of the Obstacle Ninja Academy, swinging through. Canes overhead. Opting to go for the bookend style. This method will test the pinch power a little bit early on, but less risk when it comes to the tricky transitions. A big pull through there. Talked yesterday about Olivia and her other training discipline, powerlifting. How able to generate a lot of power in short range of motion, short time span. It does make some of these smaller ledges a little more challenging. Here we go. First big test of the grip. Trying to swing her way over. It's the grab, continuing to bump forwards. Big pull here. And there we go. Up and down.
Yeah, we talked yesterday about how impressive that is. Like we talked about her two separate disciplines of strength. To have that fingertip grip strength, so impressive.
See which way she decides to go here. Kicking forwards, having the hands offset. Make it a little easier to make this next move. Up and under, not gonna have the distance. Need to cover a little more hang time. This is a change from yesterday. Well, they had to go on the slopers on the sides instead of the front and back. So this is a tougher hold, smaller hold. Not quite there. One more try. Her 9th time with the NSC. One of the athletes that made it to the NSC elimination competition we did over the last summer. Can we make this happen? Come on, Olivia. Not gonna get the distance required. And we're about a third of the way through the run order, and we haven't gotten past compress your luck.
Yeah, it's a big up in difficulty from yesterday. Who's going to be the first?
Molly Mack on the attack. Trying to swing her way through Obstacle Ninja Academy, where she trains out of Orlando, Florida. 8 years of experience. Let's see which option we go with, going for the bookend style. Knee drive as you swing your way through. Find that momentum and keep that timing and swing straight on for the dismount, making short work of the Christmas tree. Goes with the cat grab onto the pillar before turning around, finding that handlebar. I move through quick. Started her NSC journey back with the Youth Championship in Season 1. Working our way through the grips now. Good save on the backswing. Hold tight, keep fighting through it. Excellent job there. Able to maintain the grip even after that backswing. Not having to take another retry, and we'll save some grip overall for this tough change to the compress your luck. Well, he's got a couple qualifiers already this season, but the highest he's placed was 8th place. So knocking on the door of a qualifying spot. Made it to day 2 several times already this season. Wants to try to secure that spot here. Compress your luck coming up, getting a lot of swing built up for this one. Not going to find that forward portion. Mimic the motion she wants to make prior to re-engaging the obstacle. Try number 2. Goes for it a little closer that time. this point in the game, you got to wonder who's going to be able to be the first to get through this. How much does this affect the mindset of the other athletes? Start to see this obstacle where many of these athletes were able to get through it yesterday due to the change. Starts to really put a stopping point. These talented athletes. Third and final attempt from Molly McGovern. Here we go. Tosses and not quite able to find the hand on the front. Man, that does it for Molly. Great try out there. Had the swing, just needed to get a little more around. Went to the side of the block. Well, Carrington Andrews, see if she is up for the task. Season 4 champion. First qualifier for this season. Houston local. And training more with the track and field team out at her school. Focusing on the pole vault event as we're looking for the back jump here onto the pillar perhaps. Changes her plan of attack and goes for the one-handed save. Nice move. A little more confident on the side swing tech. Also on the basketball team for her school. Trains out of Iron Sports. Latching on. Try to rotate around perhaps. It goes straight from that small ledge over. Trusting the grip. Wants that be in that forward-facing position. One more backswing before finding that dismount. Nicely done. Conserve the chalk a little bit from the bucket. Just use what's already there on the block. First ever NSC here at Rise, where she got a burnout clear. Really jumping onto the scene, making waves early on in her NSC journey. Right now, can she be the first to get through this tough change back onto the compression? Now a reverse catch. Only thing that stands between her and this next dismount point, so close. You can see it's a reverse catch onto a small ledge, a blind catch almost. Body position's got to be spot on when they make that catch. Grip being taxed. See the athletes really trying to shake out the blood back into the fingertips. Try number 2, consistent here on the second dice. Hold on, KK. Get on out of there. Big swing dismount and makes the move. Moving on into the Russian swing. Bringing in the new year. Rise at the warehouse style. Yesterday, they just had to cover a big jump onto the pad. Today, got to make the ring grab. Hold on tight. A lot of momentum built up. Big launch. My goodness, holding on somehow. Not quite out of it yet. Goes to one side. Those PVC, the handles in there do spin a little bit, so the switch grip grab, a wise decision as we get another point. Rise to the occasion obstacle here. Bit of a wingnut style move. They've got to get high on the eye letter, rotate it over. Time ticking away. We'll have at least one chance to jump up and try, but that's going to do it. KK pushing forward a little bit. would have had one more obstacle beyond that. That's where they had to end their run yesterday, getting through the rise letters. Great run from KK. And here we go, Savannah Salinas. On the move, falling down. A bit of a tough start. We'll have to wait that full 10 seconds.
5, 4,
Shake it off, try again.
2, 1, on you.
Savannah striding her way across. Already qualified. Earlier this season, trains out of the Ninja Lair Las Vegas and Rhino Ninja Gym out in the Las Vegas area. Got a wide range obstacle competitions that she's been traveling around for, covering various distances. The new short form format at World Obstacle has been hosting on a global level. Trying to find the body position here.
Yeah, and let's see if Savannah can shake off that early fail. It's always tough when you fail something like the first obstacle. It just completely changes your mindset as you get into the rest of your course run.
Part of the USA OCR national team. Also runs Spartan races, Savage race, DECA competitions, and triathlons. So a wide set of skills. She's taking on the NSC format. A little more to go on these ledges. Nice work. Let's see what we got here for the big toss. Big swing coming up. Savannah, no problem on that compression catch. Underneath, a little too far forwards. Off to the side some. She's got time to recover. Let's see if we can get it on try two. Very consistent on the catch here in the middle. Not going to get it on the second one. Little at a time. Making progress. She's had her hands on there twice now, so a little more experience. And the grip recover enough to make this catch. Great job. One more time. Open-handed grip. To the reverse. Not going to be able to find it. Tough out there right now for the athletes. There's another look. You can see the hands just aren't able to hold on. As Helena Smith starts working her way through. Out of that dismount down. A great run yesterday. Went for the bookend option. Take out that possibility. Slight miss. The unstable bridge technique. Finding her footing here for this awkward jump. Big reach up, keep the feet high. Up and around we go. Remember, only the top 12 would get to move on into speed. Staying smooth with it. Elena trains at a jump climb extreme. I'll take a second to eye up that transfer. Finally swing through, opting to change the hands. Nice decision on the fly.
Yeah, she spent a little bit of extra time up there, but it's a good job. Trying to figure it out, staying patient, not forcing a move.
Plays travel softball varsity team level. Also a rock climber. Rock climbing athletes tend to like these kind of obstacles. A little more dynamic move required, though. Here on the compression block. Won't get on try one. So coaches out of her gym. Her fourth time competing with the NSC, only second time making it into the finals. Kicking forwards. A little early on the pull through. Hitting on the interior of the block, banging the knuckles a little bit. Going to shake that off. This is tough, folks, when they have to change something like this from day one to day two. Really a big test to see how well the athletes can adapt on the fly. A hard fall again for Helena. Not quite able to find the reach through.
Savannah, any questions?
Yeah, you can see just the uppercut onto the far side. Does not feel good. Savannah Deschamps on the move right now. Cleared yesterday. She's feeling really confident through her run performance. Now moving on to the bookend style. Representing these Steel City Ninjas. Swing built up. A little pressure there at the end, not a full rep for the grab, but able to find just enough traction and leverage. Trying to find the way to turn around here. A little awkward. Ooh, I got a little hung up there. Didn't commit for the full turn. The big change to an obstacle from yesterday. Some athletes went along the wall entirely, but that ledge has been removed. So the jump back, bit of a change, nicely done using that momentum to run off the wall. Good adjustment. We're testing the grip here on the floating cliffs. Also enjoys trail running and other obstacle course racing events.
Yeah, it looks really smooth here on the bogies.
Got plenty of pull power. You see the athletes able to muscle through it like that, holding the arms with the bend in their elbows. Staying strong with it. Let's see if Savannah can handle this change. Big pause, hold on tight. Took a hard hit yesterday on the toss across. Still able to hold on, battling through it. Can we find the technique required for that front side of the sloper? Tough when it's a blind toss like this. One more try here. You know, it's got to be a little frustrating for some of the athletes that were able to get through this yesterday. But with The spike in difficulty really slowing up a lot of the athletes. Third and final try for Savannah. Not gonna be able to catch it. Oh man, this is rough. See the overshoot there. Inside hand, tipping the block before she was able to find the traction she needed. Millie Eves on the run through right now. Down to our final 5 athletes. We've only seen one make it through with the compress your luck. Millie representing the barn athletes out of Dorsey, Illinois. No problem with the bookend style. Currently holds the pull-up record at her gym. 61 consecutive pull-ups without dropping down. We know we've got the endurance. Just going to be a matter of technique. Comes to compress your luck, and she's working her way through, wants to make it there without any falls. That is now going to be the cutoff point for the top 12. Get your breath a little bit. Jumping into action. Way over. Squeezing her way through the bogeys, no problem. Dropping down, that's well enough to get her into the top 12. We want more than that. All the points add up. Or at Obstacle Academy earlier this year, took 9th place there. Started back with the Youth Championship competitions. Now, swing and grab. Coming up, almost gets it. To the sideline for some extra tips, extra beta. A lot of other barn athletes still hanging out in support. Tyler Smith, Isabella, and the other coaches here encouraging Millie as she just misses again. Bit of a shocking development here. Times when we alter the course, it's challenging but doable. Today, the spike might be a little too tough for the athletes, as our third attempt there, Millie, not going to get beyond pressure luck. And again, just it's a tough move. They have to go sideways completely, so similar to a wingnut style, but you're going underneath and trying to find that blind reach or that sloper. First off, it's a blind grab, and then it's a sloper ledge, so it's not easy to hold on to. Addie Herman on the move right now, coming out of Vitality Obstacle Fitness. Quite the storied career. Various other league championships. Women's champion from A&W in the past. Looking for the dismount here, pulling through. Recently competed out in Japan on Sasuke. Handful of new faces out there getting to take on the original Ninja Warrior version.
Take a breath. 30 for fastest.
Addie already qualified earlier this season. In for more experience as we fight our way through the bogeys. A big pull here. No problem for Addie.
Take a breath here. You get through it first try, you're in a really good spot.
18th time with the NSC. 16th time making it into the finals. Take a second to recover just a little bit. Here we go. Big toss, but not able to hold on to the front side. Shake it off, try again. Solid first attempt. Addie also has competitions at her home set up, raising money for cancer research. Able to make the grab that time. Now we just got to catch the reverse move. Not quite able to get there. Went just off of 2 swings. Final attempt. A little more chalk. As we look at the ledges overhead. This one obstacle challenging every last athlete in this division. Big kick off the platform to get going. Hold tight. One more move to make. Hold through, now pull through. And Addie gets through it. Excellent job. Locks it in. 1 minute to go.
Make sure you're jumping forward.
This has been a battle in this division. How much grip is left in the tank as we try to get that swing built up for this big toss coming up. Flying through the air. Hold on tight. Good switch grip grab. That bar will spin a little bit, but we are out of it. 30 seconds to go. Sprinting her way over. Take a second to shake out. Now these holds are offset a bit. An increase in difficulty on this one as we try to rotate over onto the I. We go. Big throw here coming up onto the S. Hold it. Not quite there. But a great run from Addie. Puts her into second place. Fighting through on her third and final attempt through Compress Your Luck.
Just 2 athletes to go here, Strat. No athletes to the final obstacle and only 2 athletes through Compress Your Luck.
Akshara Papu.
Oh, I apologize, 3.
Akshara also coming out of Vitality Obstacle Fitness. Really strong, strong run yesterday. Good flow straight into the Christmas tree branches. No dropping down, trusting the grip, not going to fall off on any back swings. Remaining athletes have already qualified from previous comps. All these obstacles just increase their experience. Going for a little high move here, going for a higher transfer around. Jumping over, keeping the feet up, latching onto the truss. Great work. Got experience rock climbing and plays soccer, but says Ninja is the main sport she focuses on. Rock climbing, of course, a great cross discipline. Help with that grip strength, and Akshara not having any problems with those tiny ledges. Fast enough to this point to move into the speed. Let's see if we can handle this new change. First side swing coming up. Taking some extra swings here to find the distance. Almost gets it. Took second place back at Jungle Gym, where she qualified. Got a hybrid clear on day 2 in the past. This one proven to be a very difficult one. Toss and catch, not there. One more opportunity for Akshara. Start to see it in the athletes. Frustration mounts a little bit as you try to figure this thing out. Here we go. Can we dial it in? Third and final grab. Makes the grab for a second. She readjusted as the block was rotating. Almost had it. You can see the hand there just pop off. The thumb was off to the side. Another athlete down on compressor luck. Isabella Olsom on the run right now. Final 2 athletes. Big swing coming on down. The barn athlete. 11 years of experience. 11 comps in the NSC. Excuse me, 12 now. And 12 appearances in the finals. So very consistent, making it to day 2. 4 hybrid clears on the finals versions. See if we can make it happen on this extremely difficult course. Powers through, no problem on the bogeys. Talked about the hangboard they've got. That inverted rock wall they have at the barn, really helping out with some of the more grip-intensive obstacles. Feeling out the slopers on that cube. Seeing what the second one might feel like. This is where the mental sharpness comes into play. Trying to visualize what you have to do before enacting it. Here we go, Isabella, building up momentum. Gets the catch on her first try. One more reverse grab to make. Pressure is on, and she pulls through. Nicely done. Isabella heading on over for the climb up. Go ahead and get that swing built up a little bit prior to jumping on. And strong push off the platform, going to make short work of the momentum build. Big launch coming up, working her way to the front of the board. Got to let that thing send you for a little trip. Oh my gosh. Down onto one side, making sure that bar is going to stay put. And just like that, Isabella's going to take first place with 1:30 to go. Got some time to spare. We can recover a little bit. Big move here. 2 challenging portions. First, turning that eye sideways, hold it on tight. And then making the increased toss. The S portion. Yesterday, they were mostly able to monkey bar through after turning that eye sideways. Let's see how Isabella figures this out. First big move locked in. Big toss coming up. Repositioning a bit. Hold on, matches the grip right there, and grabs onto the E for safety. And gets the dismount down. There we go, 30 seconds. Final obstacle that was added to the course. Bit of a skyhook combo here. Come on. Up and over. Let's go with a little bit of ring tech to finish things out. Going for the last hold overhead, not quite there. So close. We gotta go chat with her. Almost got it clear there. Down to the wire, could not recover any with the short amount of time she had left. Really impressive run out of Isabella. Angie, heading out onto the floor. We're gonna do an interview. Stand by.
Isabella, let's chat. Is this too close? Okay. All right, so we're standing by Isabella. So close to being the first clear on this hybrid. How you feeling?
I feel great. I mean, this course is so fun. It's a lot of movement that I really enjoy doing. I was psyched to see a flop in a women's course. I feel like I've trained a lot of that and was really excited to get to do it in a comp because I don't know if a women's comp has ever had a flop before. So
Yeah, they were really excited to put that in last night. I gotta ask you about the sloper catch. It has been an absolute ninja killer so far. What are you thinking before your run and then as you get through it?
Yeah, I mean, before I run, trying to visualize as much as I can. I feel like by the time I actually do it in comp, I've done it at least 15, 20 times in my head, seen myself get it. So to like lock it in feels really good. I know it was the boys version yesterday and I saw a bunch of our barn boys get it, so they were helping me out, but it's helpful.
Yeah, I mean, really, really impressive run. We've got speed, Burnout coming up. Obviously, we saw in the open division Burnout. It's a wildly long Burnout. You're a very good Burnout athlete. Are you looking forward to the challenge, or what do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's long. It doesn't look like any of the moves are crazy hard, so it really will just be kind of like an endurance gauntlet. I like it. My girl Millie is killer at those, so I'm really excited to see her on it.
Yeah, well, good luck the rest of the way. Isabel, great run.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Well, there you go, folks. Almost a clear there at the tail end. Incredible work. Our final athlete, Emma Pereira, standing by. Emma at the start line, ready to go. Begins her run across. Heading in into the rings and hooks. Emma coming out of the jungle gym. Swinging her way through, dropping down for a quick landing. And transitioning onto the bookends. The favored format that the athletes today have decided to take on. Trying to get adjusted for the turn here. Tough to really build up a plyometric style jump. The way that board is pushing you away from the wall. Able to figure it out and climb up and over. Emma also very consistent at making it into the finals. This is her 11th time at NSC, 9th time making it into the finals. Working our way through. Qualified at her home gym, taking third place at Jungle Gym a few weeks back. Looking for a little more experience, grabbing on into the slopers just to get a quick test of the grip. But extremely fast at this point, puts her into fourth place well enough. He in the speed. Wants to get this move here. Just a little short on the move up over onto that far side. Right, number 2 doesn't wait long, waits for that 10 seconds, gets right back to it. Again, just a little shallow on the reach. And you have so little time when you're up there to get any idea of how much further you want to reach. If you overshoot, the chance to have it heel out on you is increased, but we get on our final one. Can we make this catch? Only one opportunity here. On Emma. Not gonna get it. So a tough showing out there into the hybrid. Press your luck. Taking out most of the athletes in this wave. We're going to look at how things shake up for the top 12. Moving into speed.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our leaderboard presented by Bucket of Chalk. Let's see where things stand. Here's a look. Isabella Folsom, KK Andrews, and Addie Herman. Those are your top 3. Top 12 are going to move on and run the speed course. And so our athletes are going to get their walkthrough of the speed. And we'll be back in just a little bit. Shout out to our sponsors.
From registration to scoring and event setup to league administration, Ninja Master has been dedicated to delivering the best community experience possible for the athlete, parent, fan, gym, and league. If you need help in creating and maintaining a regional Ninja League, or you're involved in a different sport that could use the kind of comprehensive system that Ninja Master provides, reach out to us at ninjamastersoftware.com.
Ninja Sport Championship is brought to you by Olo, Michelin grade no slip shoes you can rely on for even the most difficult jumping spider. Electric Enzo virtual coaching, one-on-one virtual sessions with one of the best athletes in the game. Electrify your training. Silent Ninja, products ranging from custom obstacles to truss and accessories with quality you can trust. Remember, the K is silent. Biaggi Bros, supply chain and logistics with state-of-the-art warehousing across the U.S. DGS, obstacle manufacturer with lines designed by some of the best ninjas in our sport. Ninja Strong, designs and manufactures professional-grade obstacles from training gyms to backyard setups. Their mission is to inspire the next generation. Barbados Ninja Throwdown, an unbelievable competition, one of the most beautiful locations. You do not want to miss this Ninja Family Vacation competition. Sign up now for 2026. Celebra Family Restaurant, supporters of the Ronald McDonald House, consider donating today. Special thank you to the Shields and Voz family for their support, and Bucket of Chalk, the official chalk sponsor of NSC. Reach into the bucket and grab some chalk today. Check out the NSC store. Our Season 5 tour shirts are up and available now. We've also got a lot of other sweet, sweet merch, so go online and check it out.
From the secret factory in an unknown corner of the world, Bucket of Chalk is coming to you handmade, perfectly balanced, and made with love.
Hi, my name's Enzo Wilson, but you might know me as Electric Enzo. Do you have an at-home ninja rig, but you struggle with knowing what to train? Or maybe you live too far from a gym to go all the time? Well, that's where I come in. I offer virtual one-on-one ninja coaching. I absolutely love coaching you guys, and I work with anyone regardless of age, experience, or equipment. Your training will be personalized to your specific goals. Head to electricenzo.ninja or call the number on screen to book a free strategy call today. I'm so excited to work with you guys, and let's level up you or your kids' ninja game.
You don't fail because you're not strong enough, or fast, or reactive enough. You don't fail because of traffic, or people, or weather. You fail because you don't trust yourself to make it.
Ninja Strong was started at home, built by a family who lives this sport. A family willing to build for the next generation of ninjas. Not just to build obstacles, but to build confidence, courage, and determination. Because today's grit becomes tomorrow's greatness. Family built, Ninja Strong.
Silent Ninja builds the same competition-grade obstacles the pros train on, right in your backyard or gym. Obstacles designed by elite athletes take your training to the next level. Use code NSC10 to get 10% off your purchase this weekend only.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are going to head down to the floor for the speed. Athletes getting ready. And Annabella Heinrich's going to lead the charge here on speed. Three-minute time limit. 5-second resets. Fails do not matter at this point.
Well, not in your total scoring. Does add that extra 5 seconds, so you know they don't want to take that fall if possible. Annabella going to be leading the charge. Swinging her way through. Area we saw with the most difficulty was the PVC crossing. Bella really going at a quick pace here right out of the gate. Pulling her way up. Crossbar, Lachey's nicely done, able to link all those moves. Onto the spinning wheels. Links all three moves there as well, saves a lot of time overall. Yesterday had a tumble here. Slowing her pace down just a bit to make sure we don't take that fall. Coming around the corner, one more line to go. Up onto the rings and the hook grab. One more big swing, pulls through, heading to the buzzer, gonna finish things out, collapsing down at 49.4. Great way to start the speed round. Olivia Lopez, ready to go. Olivia sprinting her way up and over onto the ring and bar. Down, finds her footing right away. Stepping stones as we get through on to the slack line. Quick double bounce on to that trampoline. Find that swing. Up and around. Needs one more swing to be sure about the dismount down. Through the spinning wheels. Linking as we go. That's the way you want to do it. Big leap out onto the second PVC already. No hesitation out of Olivia. Cutting the corner, trying to jump up to the vault box. One big swing should do it. Sets back onto the swing throughs, dropping on down right there for the buzzer at 46.4. Great run from Olivia. Molly McGovern standing by. A lot of the athletes ready to put forth their best effort into the speed to increase their chances of being in the top 8 in order to move on into the burnout. Molly dropping down for the hop up, 1 foot on the trampoline. Just missed it. Slight miscalculation. We'll try to pick up the pace here. Make up for that retry. Good links on the crossbar. Single swing through, all she needs. Links across and falling forwards, making sure that momentum carries her across the landing platform. Good link, but let's go. Almost makes it. The change of texture onto the PVC pipe makes it tough to make the big moves. Hands opening up a little bit more. It's the swing and the dismount as we come around the corner. Taking another swing to make sure we can cover the distance. Here's one, second one in hand, single swing through for the dismount down. And it's going to be 110.5 for Molly. Just crumples down after the buzzer, totally exhausted. 2 days of competing. Start to feel it, and here we go. KK Andrews, season 4 champion. We're running our way up that wall. We're going to see if we can take the top spot. Back today here, home state, as we stride across slack line, taking a second to get repositioned, hands opening up, able to salvage it. Good toss is going to have to reposition the swing for the dismount. 1, 2, third wheel coming up, staying nice and solid on the outside portions of the wheel. Little stumble there because we line up for the jump out onto the PVC, working towards the end of the pipe, finding the switch grip, making sure it's solid before the dismount, kicking forward, making sure that momentum carries her through. On now to the final lane. Rings in hand, goes for the twist, turn around to get that momentum built up. Swinging forwards, one hand, should be able to get through the dismount and through the buzzer at 53.5. Savannah Salinas, ready to go. Has lots of experience, a lot top finishing spots in the short form format. So no stranger to speed courses. He hops up, no problem on the steps, through, around the corner, onto the slack line, bouncing up and over onto the wall. Talking too fast here, getting tongue-tied as Savannah trying to find the dismount. Savannah taking a swing back, looking for the dismount again. Needs a little more distance to cover here on the PVC pipes. And now the final line coming around the corner. Good grab here, swinging through. And a solid run, finishing at a sub-50-second time, 48.4.
Savannah Salinas turning Strat into a Looney Tunes character.
Bleep. That's all.
Onto the wall.
A little too much. I don't know why I keep wanting to say warped wall. It's been like 3 times this week. Helena Smith ready to go now. Tic-tac off the warped wall. Dropping on down. Quick stride across the trampoline. No need to bounce through. Going through the slack line, a little stumble, but able to make sure we get the bounce onto the sidewall. We're getting these angled bars in hand. Plenty of swing, but need one backswing to find the direction change. Into the wheels we go with no hesitation. One more swing should do it. Able to find it with a turnaround 180 spin. To the end of the PVC, needing a little more momentum built up before we get that dismount one-handed. Tried to transfer forwards. Doesn't get it. And it's painful. This one obstacle slows the flow down by a lot. Lena fighting through after that retry. Is going to try to pick it back up a little bit here towards the end. But again, that one obstacle as she finishes up at 105.3. PVC lane has been the major sticking point for the athletes here in the speed. Savannah Deschamps ready to go, coming out of Steel City Ninja. And we're off. Quick run up the warp wall to the ring. Dropping on down. Let's find the footing here. Big leap up. No problem across the tops. Went around the corner. Slackline trampoline, having to lean forward a little bit. Superman grab onto the wall. And on down through those Lachey bars. Going to try to link these spinning wheels. Needs a big throw. Good job grabbing onto the truss to be sure about it. Here we go. Tough spot. Going to go hand over hand for a second before finding the pull power there on the dismount. Up and onto the rings for the final throw. Potential sub 50-second time here with that dismount. Just got to sprint to the buzzer. Finishing things up as she tackles the last pillar. 49.0 for Savannah. Millie Eves standing by. We're going to give this speed run a go. And we're off. Quick run of the wall, identifies the ring in hand, swinging on through. They got to go back. The black mat to take off from is the platform they have to jump to or from to get onto the trampoline now. Slight change from yesterday. Climb our way up and over. For the off-angle bars here. Got our work cut out for her to try to catch back up after the reset. out to the PVC pipe quickly. One more swing should do it. Dropping down and around the corner we go. Big swing here. Hold tight. Gets to the buzzer at 57.6. Sub-minute time. Eddie Herman ready to go. Locked in. Laser focus here. As Addie begins her run. Up, leaning out onto the bar. Dropping down, stepping through. Covering the distance that she needs onto the trampoline and beyond. Onto the wall for the cat grab shimmy. Pulling her way up. Setting up the swing in order to try to link these through. Going to try to get through. Just one extra swing to find that direction change. Link those hops and get dismount and on over. The big time waster here, but with the quick powerful move off the block, Addie able to make a lot of time up as we're working through onto the last few moves here. Backswing on the rings. Big stretch out, big reach out for the buzzer. Finishing up at 45.94. First place right now. And places the buzzer back in its resting position for the last few athletes. Excellent job, Addie. Akshar Papu standing by. No questions. Just ready to take off up and over the first few vault boxes. Up and down. Big step out, up and over the vault box. Through the corners we go. Slack line on the trampoline. Pull up, big pull off the cat grab on the wall. One swing, two swing, nicely done. Took the time to set up perfectly for the dismount. And continuing that technique through the spinning wheels. No problem there for Akshara. Couple more moves here. Careful with the grip. Nice job fighting through that slippery surface on those PVCs. Over to the rings we go. Backswing built up just enough. And single hands through both hooks to the buzzer at 48.27. And on to the last handful of runners. Isabella Folsom standing by. And we're off. Swinging our way up. Up and down, staying nice and high, making sure we're stepping in the right spots as we work our way through. Tough to remember all the various rule sets through all these different courses. Isabella, no stranger to the game, gonna power through. Needs one more backswing to make sure we get that swing sideways to the dismount, going through sideways on the wheels. Needs a little more change over, make sure we grab onto the truss. Plenty of pull power left. Hold on tight. Gets the dismount after a big kip through. Coming around the corner, going on to the rings. Big backswing, hold on. One more swing through should do it, and the sprint to the buzzer, finishing up at 48.81. Nice job, Isabella. Final athlete for the speed round, Emma Pereira. Here we go. Last one in this field, knows what she has to do. Dropping down, leaning forwards, going across the stepping stones, through the slack line, bouncing across onto the trampoline and side wall before finding our swing tech, lining it up just right to try to link all these through. Wants a little extra sauce on the toss before finding the dismount. Moving across into the wheels. Good links across, a little bit of a truss grab to make sure we're good. Big leap out onto the PVC pipe, hands slipping a bit. Fighting through it. And big pull to get that finish and into last line. Big jump up. Swinging away across. And gets the dismount down, heading on over to the buzzer, finishing out at 56.6. I have a word with our first place finisher for the speed, Olivia Lopez. Time of 46.41. And we'll have a look at the leaderboard to see who moves in to the Burnout, the top 8 athletes. We'll be moving on. Nice job.
Olivia Lopez. Give it up for Olivia Lopez! All right, Olivia, we'll look at our camera this way. All right, we're standing by with Olivia Lopez. Olivia, first place on the speed round. How you feeling?
I'm super stoked. That was definitely what I was trying to do. I mean, there's a few moves to clean up, but I'm very happy with that run.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about the differences between your run yesterday and today, and what set the difference for you to take first here?
Yeah, I think it was just a lot more commitment. Running definitely was a big part. Yesterday I was taking a little bit more control, but I was sending more links. I took one extra swing today, which I was a little upset about, but my pipes were definitely cleaner and my footwork was way faster.
Well, you took 7th place in the hybrid, so obviously not the performance you want coming off the hybrid, but to put together a speed, like what does that do for you mentally, especially heading into this burnout?
Yeah, it definitely sets me up. I feel a little bit more confident going into the burnout. The burnout looks super cool. I always love it when it's over the foam pit. Like you can send everything even when you're super pumped, so I'm super excited. Yeah,
well, you're sitting in 3rd place right now. You're absolutely crushing it. Good luck in the burnout. I know it's a big one. There's a lot of touch points. It's just absolute grit. So good luck.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Nice job, Olivia.
Thank you.
Woo. Well, great job out there. Speed round all set and done. Athletes are going to try to recover as much grip strength as they can before taking on this burnout. Course is getting set right now. We've got a long line of hanging obstacles coming up. No retries. They fall once. It's all said and done. We're going to take a look at the leaderboard here. Brought to you by the Bucket of Chalk. Angie just busting my chops over here. Take this man's salad dressing once and he just hates you for life, apparently.
Don't take my salad dressing. Yes, let's take a look. Addie Herman, Isabel Folsom, Olivia Lopez, and KK Andrews. Those are your top 4 right now. Top 8 are going to move on and compete in the burnout. And here is a look. The defending champ, KK Andrews, sitting in 4th, looking for a qualifying spot. And it looks like she will probably get one here today for the championship. Addie Herman sitting in the pole position, but Isabella Folsom just 1 point behind. So it is going to come down to it. Isabella gets to run 2nd, so she'll know what she has to do. She'll have to beat her by 2 placements. And so we'll be back in just a little bit with the conclusion of Rise at the Warehouse qualifier.
Thanks, everybody.
right, everybody, welcome back. We are getting set here for the burnout round. Rules for the burnout: time limit 5 minutes. Once an athlete's feet leave the ground, they will not touch the ground until they either fail or finish. And this will determine the final standings. Athletes will be scored based on their combined scores of hybrid speed and burnout.
Yeah, tough burnout course here today. A little more static style obstacles, not too many explosive moves required. Gonna be a real test of endurance for these 2 days of competing. All comes down to this: top 8 athletes. See how things end up at the end of the day. Saw a handful of athletes in the open division almost get to the end after a grueling long burnout course. Last time we were here at Rise, their burnout had some tricky moves. It was a little shorter. This time they really wanted to push the limits of their endurance. Annabella staying strong all the way till the end. First athlete to start things off in the hybrid. Been that first athlete to go each round. Despite being the first athlete, she has stayed strong. And now putting the pressure on the rest of the field. Here we go, hopping up. Beginning her journey. Across a wide variety of swing and holds. See, we're trying to shake out the grip as we go through, match onto the obstacles when need be. Straight down onto the cliff line. Starts to thin out as we get closer to the turning point. Bar here if you want. Big pull up. We're looking for next series of swinging obstacles. Got the nunchucks. Utilizing the tops. Make those almost a modified version of a cannonball. Taking out a level of difficulty there. We're finding her grip on the spinning pipe. This one will rotate. Battering ram style. Transition through. Wiping off the hands, making sure they're chalked up. Good backswing to get the height required to get onto the next ring, and deciding to just keep on moving through. Pegboard coming up. Utilizing both sides of the pegboard. Modified version. To be accurate as we find our path here. Keeping the arms straight, staying relaxed. Really good pace.
Man, I don't know about you, Strap. A pegboard might be worse than that vertical limit. The vertical limit looked fast, at least.
Pegboard, yeah, you've got the chance of missing a hold and taking an extra swing or two, peel out. Potential is definitely there. Annabella not slowing down. Starting to feel it here. You can see the grimace kick in on the face as she was fighting for a few more moves. A battle out there. As she was trying to pull through, not going to get across the jumping bars. 21, or it got 20 touch points out of 32.
Yeah, so after Olivia Lopez's speed round, she took first place on speed. This competition is actually in striking distance for her to win after 7th on the hybrid, but she's going to need a really good burnout here to put some pressure on Isabella and Addie, who are in 1st and 2nd. And she's also got the defending champion, KK Andrews, right behind her.
Well, here we go. Swinging our way through. Around the wall. Great arm swings. Stay relaxed. Match that grip on each cannonball. Conserve some grip strength for later on. Keep that swing in line with the direction you're heading. Going to skip that last lift ledge. Go ahead and pull up. Good kip. High grab onto the ring swing over. Onto these nunchucks. Not very grippy. A lot of athletes are taking the top portion. Taking out a little extra challenge if they can. Big pull up onto the bar and now dropping down into the spinning bar. Trying to recover as we go, so hold tight. Switch grip, make sure that bar doesn't spin out on you, and now the dangerous part here is finding that next hold. And right back up. Do we opt for chalk? No, we don't. Wants to keep moving. On to the pegboard. Stay on the one side. Treating it like a set of monkey bars. Be careful, too much swing. And cause a peel out on the backswing. Hand opening up, the peg rotating too much. But if on the rings in hand and now moving through. Up and over. Have a high grab over to that next set of rings. Time for the laches. Holding tight. Really tests the lat and the pull power. Grip starting to give out, and that will do it for Olivia. A little further on into the course. That will bump her into first on the Burnout by 1 touch point. Got 21 in 2:25. Carrington Andrews standing by. Mentioned it earlier. Her first NSC here at Rise. Got that Burnout clear back then. And history repeat itself today. 32 total touch points. No rest spots out there. Unless you've got great head hang training. Hanging on a bar and refreshing the grip as best as you can on about as comfortable of a hold as you will get. No problem through the ledges. A lot of chalk prepped on the athletes already to prevent the extra time required to re-chalk from the bucket of chalk. Hang off the pillar a little bit. It's going to affect her momentum some, but she's okay. As we chalk up a bit more and going down the line, find the grip on that spinning pipe. Quick hops to get through. Swinging all the way over. Re-chalk there. Just a bit to freshen up the hands. On to the pegboard we go. Very old school style obstacle. Light work for a lot of these athletes. Just going through like it's a modified version of monkey bars. AK moving at a pretty good pace as we line up for the laches. One past this quite yet. Gonna link these through, confident with the handwork across the tops, no problem for KK Andrews. Now the shakeout and the recovery for the sideways holds. Hands alternated a little bit. Gets the second one in hand. Another dynamic move coming up. Last sideways board. Caught and completed to the bar for another rest spot. "25 touch points down. 2 minutes remaining on the 5-minute time limit. We are within striking distance here. Gotta go up the captain's hooks. Gotta be accurate on the climb here. This is where one arm pulls start to play a huge factor, but we go with the figure 4 lock. KK getting really creative out there.
Come on, come on.
One more move. Go a little higher. It's a tough move here.
You got it, you got it.
Keep pushing, Carrington.
Come on.
Come on.
Keep pushing.
Showing a lot of strength and endurance in that balled up position. Incredible job. The figure 4 lock. Something you'll see rock climbers utilize. Definitely takes away the need for a single arm pull power. KK, just like that, completes the burnout once again. Incredible job. History does repeat itself. 4 minutes hang time total. Well, we got to find DeGanji in the microphone.
KK!
At some point, I'm sure they're going to want to chat with her. Here we go. Great job, KK.
All right, we can stand here. We'll look at our camera, which is up there. All right, everybody, we're standing by KK Burnout Clear. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
So I got to ask, you are super consistent at clearing burnout somehow, which is like one of the hardest things to do in NSC. You're a phenomenal burnout athlete. What is the difference? What are you doing in training that gets you ready to do this?
I'm not really training a whole lot because of pole vault, but I think pole vault is definitely helping with it because of like upper body strength and all that. Also, like when you're like up there and stuff, you gotta like kind of like make yourself think you're not tired and stuff.
Yeah, just convince yourself, oh, I'm not tired, it's fine. Talk to me a little bit about the decision of figure 4 here. I thought it was really smart. You struggled a little bit getting one of the holds in. What was the decision, and why did you choose to go with the figure 4?
It was my plan like before because I knew I probably wouldn't have enough like pull at that point. So I knew that if I put a figure 4, then it wouldn't take as much pull strength. So yeah, that's what.
And then like how frustrated were you when you were like tink and like it wasn't there?
Oh my gosh, it was so annoying. I had to like put it in the one below to try to like turn myself and stuff, and it was like, it's okay though.
So you're the defending champ. NSC has never had a repeat champion in our 4 seasons of existence. What does it mean to put together a good performance here today? You're going to get a qualifying spot. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Burnout clear. We'll see how the rest of it stacks up, but a great comp.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. Very consistent performance there from Carrington Andrews. As we are on standby, the next handful of athletes to go to see if they can follow suit. And Savannah Salinas on the move right now. Work her way across. Find her rhythm here on the cannonballs. Round we go for these next couple of moves. All that experience, the various OCR races that she's done. Some have some extended distances that she has to run. Definitely takes endurance to be able to run and complete obstacles. See how much that cardio has helped with recovery time in between all of the hanging obstacles we have here on the Burnout. As the athletes start to get towards the tail end of the order, start to know where things have to be gotten to in order to get higher up the leaderboard. Savannah taking a chance to chalk up a bit before heading on into the pegboard. Trying to find that leverage. Make sure those pegs don't pop out by accident. They're in just enough. A little bit of a backswing there, but she adjusts quickly. One more should do it. And heading on now. Back over to the Lionel Lachey's. Big swings coming up. Where the test of the grip starts to really kick in. And with some linked moves, Savannah looking strong. Going to chalk up here a bit more before the dynamic moves across the sideways throws. Shake out a bit more. Get ready for another gut check here on some quick grabs. Release and re-grabs here. Brutal on the forearms. Hold tight. One more bar to grab to get ready to recover as much as we can. And the drop down. Hands are starting to peel open a little bit. How much can we recover before the captain's climb? More shakeouts. It looks like she's ready to give this a try. It's a tough start. Going from the nunchuck up. Swinging up and in. Let's see if we can make this happen. Shaking around a little bit. Variously perched up there. You don't want that hook to fall out of its cradle. And here we go. Another figure four lock being attempted. Vanna trying to figure this out. Tangled up a bit. Shaking out the top hand there. You have to be able to get enough of a bend in the arm to help with the height increase, and not going to make it through. A valiant effort from Savannah. See the hands just in extreme pain by this point. Almost saved it on the drop down. Almost clear. Great fight from Savannah. It's getting reset by the Rise of the Warehouse team, putting the canes back into place.
Yeah, so Addie Herman going to be up next. She comes into the Burnout round sitting in first place, but only ahead of Isabella Folsom by 1 point. And Isabella gets to run after Addie.
Here we go. Going for the match tech here on the rings. Big narrow start. Impede the swing a little bit. Athletes well versed when it comes to and that swing straight on. Addie repping Vitality Obstacle Fitness as we're looking for these next couple of moves. Up and over, big pull coming up. Resorting a little extra power here at the start of the Burnout. Going to go ahead and chalk up some. Back down the line, taking the top portion of those nunchucks. Swinging in, and now the spinning pipe. Be extra cautious here. Keeping the grip facing forwards towards each other. else that bar can spin out of hand. Problem for the veteran Addy. Looking for some more chalk here from Jody. Gotten a burnout clear in the past. See if this one is possible for her. Good swing, skipping a couple peg holes. Find that ring in hand once again. Moving at a good pace. On the swing tech here to get into that next ring, getting a little hung up here. All the extra time on the hands might be adding more than she wants here. A little tricky angle to swing to. Oh no, not gonna be able to figure out that transition. Addie Herman taking a fall, just unable to switch that direction. On a very frustrating way to go out on the burnout. That will be the mark Isabella and the other athletes will be shooting for. Work their way up the leaderboard a little bit. Of course, everybody's shooting for that last platform here in the burnout, getting a coveted burnout clear.
Yeah, and Strat, that makes the door wide open, honestly, because that Addie's sitting in last place right now in the burnout.
Shara Peru on the move right now. Swinging away across. Pretty relaxed up there. Some rock tape on the shoulder, some extra support for this aggressive sport, ninja. That helps with potential injuries that might be aggravated. Any extra support you can get, always nice. She's moving through pretty aggressively. Oop, careful for the bar. Steadies her swing enough to figure it out and starts hopping through that spinning bar. Pull over, now dropping in. See if we decide to chalk up any or just wants to keep moving, knowing how important time is. To the pegboard we go. Moving with a sense of urgency here. Find that rhythm once again, and now this awkward change of direction. Aka's got 2 burnout clears from the past. Another athlete getting hung up here. Swing control being tested. Oh my goodness, great job. Able to find it, but that grip being taxed a bit more. Backswing, foot felt like she maybe grazed that structure. Took a quick peek behind the shoulder. And is fighting on. Quick chalk up. Sideways grabs coming up. Leads with one hand, follows through the backhand. Second one. So close. Good battle. Hard fought battle out there. Put her into third in the burnout, 4th overall. Last 2 athletes, Isabella Folsom, standing by. Isabella coming out of the barn. Mentioning rock climbing training they've been doing in there. See how much that's going to help out here. Likely a lot. Single arm swing our way through. Breathing through every swing. Very important. Try to control that heart rate. Prevent that flash pump from kicking in early. Change of direction, get that partial muscle up. Bar overhead. Chalking up as we swing. Make sure the grip is ready for the spinning bar coming up. Big reach out. And hold on tight. Quick shimmy. And the bend in the arms. Dropping in, big swing up. Did we decide to grab any extra chalk? Nope. Looks like we've got enough already prepped. Time to find the accuracy here. Don't want to lose this peg. As you swing your way here through. We're out of there. Stay just to swing a bit in order to find this transition over. A little bit of a ping off of the truss, which is really making it tough. Dial it in. And up and holds on. Very good. Able to make it work. Let's go. A little bit of a battle. See how much that affects her overall grip.
Yeah, she still has a little bit of work to do if she wants to pass KK Andrews for first place. There it is.
Taking a measured approach on those lache bars.
She's still going to need to pass one more athlete to secure the win here. Otherwise, Emma Pereira could still affect the leaderboard, and KK would have a tiebreaker.
Well, here we go onto the sideways. First grab, no problem. Next one coming up, plenty of height, gets the grab. Third one. Secured. Just need the bar.
And that is going to lock Isabella Folsom in as your winner here at Rise.
Got the touch point before falling. Nicely done. Awesome work. Isabella coming out. The hands just hurting as we are looking for our last athlete. See if we can get another burnout clear. Emma standing by. Emma coming out of the jungle gym. Additionally, known for her aggressive approach on burnout courses. Trying to go quick. And being in that last runner position. Knows exactly where she has to get to and how fast. That information and use it as you will. Quick hop up straight to the rings. Put out some swings if possible. Through next few holes, taking the tops, utilizing the sides a little bit. Serve that grip strength, great transition up. Spinning bar hops. Quick work there and still moving at a really good pace. Not sure if she's going to chalk up anymore, just trusting. gear that she has on into the pegboard. One through, slight miss on that transition, but able to adjust quickly. Checking for time here. Now it's the transition over. Big pull up, very good. Able to figure that out, staying steady for a second, making sure that momentum was going to be lined up exactly the way she wanted it. We go for the Lachey's. Linking these moves. Still no chalk. Here we go. Freshen up a little bit and shake out as much as we can here. And sideways 1, 2, and 3 in hand. Emma looking strong here on the last bar, last series of obstacles coming up. Drop down, goes right onto the nunchuck, thinks about it, too much momentum. Shake out a bit, got the touch point. Wants to relax some before the climb up. We go on to the captain's hooks. Goes with a big backswing up. Okay, no figure 4 move required. Utilizing that momentum, plenty of pull strength left. Hold on tight. Emma working her way down. Ooh. Tense moment here as we look for the finish. Emma, with a smile on her face, gets the burnout clear. Last runner, incredible job. Ganji heading out to the floor to talk with an excited Emma. Incredible work there. Plenty of pull power left. What a run. Let's go down to the floor and chat with Emma, your last runner for the day.
Emma, you want to chat? All right, stand here. We'll look at our camera this way. All right, everybody. Emma Pereira just getting off the burnout. A burnout clear. How you feeling?
Pretty stoked. I knew going into it, like, I had nothing to lose going in, so I was like, might as well just full send, and I'm glad it worked out.
Dude, talk to me through this last obstacle as you're making your way down, taking the drop on every single one of those. Like, how does that feel after you've done all of that?
Honestly, I felt pretty good till I touched that chalk, and I was like, uh-oh. And then going down, my left hand was getting real sweaty. And I was like, I heard someone say, you gotta keep going down. I was like, no. So I took one more drop down. I was like, okay, we're right there. I saw the dismount. I'm like, you'd better not fall in the pit. So.
Well, after watching this, I mean, a really incredible field here of athletes on this burnout. KK, who's like renowned as one of the best burnout athletes we've seen at NSC, is the only clear. You're the last athlete. What's going through your head?
I mean, I was a little bummed with how speed and hybrid went. It was just like unfortunate. I wasn't feeling too good today. So just going into this, I was like, nothing to lose, you know, just full send on it. And I really like the course. It was kind of built for me to just keep going fast, and I like it. So.
Well, congratulations. Awesome job getting the burnout clear.
Thank you so much.
Let's go, Emma. Isabella.
At least you gave me a second to breathe this time.
Yeah.
I can form sentences.
All right, we'll stand here. We'll look that way. Give it up for Isabella! All right, Isabella Folsom is your winner here at this Rise qualifier. Isabella, how's it feeling?
Right now, feeling pumped. I mean, that burnout was no joke. Emma and KK are monsters for clearing that, and I'm very impressed with them. Have a lot to train for to keep up with them.
Yeah, I mean, just talk to me a little bit about these courses. The Rise squad always does a great job. How did you feel hybrid speed burnout? What was your take on the courses today?
Yeah, I liked them a lot. I love Cliff, anything Cliff, and so hybrid had a lot. Enjoyed all of them, and burnout had a decent amount as well. So I really love that. I like getting to, and I think all the women athletes like getting to show their strength. So I like that the courses play to that. Speed was fun, a lot of change of direction and not very intuitive. So it made it tricky. And I think like you can see how it trips people up, but also like how people adapt and overcome. So it's cool.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about, we've got the championship coming up at the end of March. I mean, across the board, some of the other winners we've seen, Nora has won a few, Taylor Green. I mean, it just feels like every single year the field just gets stronger and stronger. How are you preparing for the championship?
Yes, the field does feel like it's getting stronger and stronger. Yeah, I feel like it's overwhelming the amount that it's grown and progressed, and it's the coolest thing to see.
Well, yeah, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, but back in the day, I mean, I think to UNX, right, like you were competing as like this little tiny pipsqueak amongst like Jesse and Barclay and all them, and like now it was pretty much just you, Rachel Brown, just a couple back in the day of those younger kids. In the field now, I mean, we had 40-plus girls sign up for this comp. Like, the field is crazy. Can you just talk a little bit about the growth that you've seen from your perspective?
Absolutely. I mean, the growth is insane. Like, seeing not only the amount of strong women, but the things that they can achieve and accomplish. Like, I mean, my girl Millie, I know I talked about her before. I'm waiting for the day that we see her on a Burnout because she has a 15-minute no shakeout dead hang. Like, that is absurd. I'm telling you, that is like wild. And then to see Emma clear burnouts and just the amount of technical moves that we can throw in and see buzzers is really cool, and also pushes the sport to a level that I think is going to go places.
Well, congratulations, Isabella. You're an absolute monster. You're extremely fun to watch, and I can't wait to see you compete throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you. Me too.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Well, there you go, folks. Awesome performances today from all the athletes. Hats off to the female division. Incredible work out there. I'm going to head out to the podiums and give the awards. And DeGangi will close things down here in just a bit. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Catch y'all back next time at Rock Solid. I'm going to head out to the floor and do the awards.
We'll get that leaderboard pulled up. Mr. Ryan Stratus is going to head out to the floor and announce those athletes. You do first through fifth, and then how many are already qualified?
You have 4, right?
Yeah, that was great. I actually couldn't do the box jump anymore by the end. Like,
legs are getting wobbly. Yeah, I was watching you. I was like, oh my gosh, he's running. He has to run speed along with you. And like,
it's great.
Are you clicking points or and you're looking at dismounts?
I'm looking at dismounts. I'm looking at hands. I'm looking at feet. It's great. I love it.
I was thinking about that last night when you were running over the boxes for speed. I was like, what happened?
So Ryan Strat going to head down to the floor. Here's a quick look at the final leaderboard.
Thank you. Gather around, everybody, for the awards ceremony. Come on over. Let's go. The sooner we do this, the sooner y'all get redemption. Where's Mr. Meeks at? Okay. I'm sure they're ready to jump on stuff. Is that the play?
Redemption? Yeah, I'm good with it.
Okay. I'll give you another closeout remarks and you can say all that then. Thanks. All right. We're good? Get my list out here. Round of applause to all the athletes today in attendance. Incredible work, y'all. Great job.
Right there.
Always impressive to see. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's been a fun one here at Rise. We're going to start things off. Fifth place, going to be qualifying for the championship, Olivia Lopez. Olivia, come on out. Get some cool custom awards. Either side's fine. Now in fourth place, with that burnout clear, Emma Pereira. Come on over. Nice job, Emma. In third place, Addie Herman. Nice job, Addie. In second place, qualifying for the championship with that burnout clear, Kay Andrews. Nice job, KK. And your first place athlete today is Isabella Folsom. Nicely done. These are your top athletes for the NSC here at Rise at the Warehouse. Give it up. All good on cameras, all good on pictures. Come on down, ladies, great job. Also, we've got enough qualifiers now. Retroactively, if you have gotten 6th place, you will now be qualified. So anybody watching at home, if you are a 6th place athlete, you have now qualified for the championship as well. Just want to say thank you again to the Rise team. They did a bang-up job. Always a lot of fun here out in Texas. Hats off to their team. Come on out onto the floor. Mr. Meeks, close us out.
Sure. Awesome. Well, thank you for the NSC team. Y'all were fantastic. Thank you for my whole Rise team. Our head coach, Quinn, did a fantastic job. Course designers, building, everyone working together. It's been fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of our spectators, our athletes. It was an awesome weekend. Thank you.
Right. Appreciate you, man. All right, that'll do it for us here at Rise at the Warehouse. We'll see y'all at Rock Solid in just a couple weeks. Good night, everybody.
All right, so that's going to do it for our qualifier here at Rise of the Warehouse. Huge shout out to the athletes. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to our Patreon supporters. It is not possible to do these streams without your support. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you guys at Rise in just a few weeks. Ninja Master provides scoring for ninja leagues. If you run a local or regional ninja league, check out Ninja Master, or if you are a participant in another sport that could use the kind of comprehensive system that Ninja Master provides, reach out, ninjamastersoftware.com. Ninja Sport Championship is brought to you by Olo, Michelin-grade no-slip shoes you can rely on for even the most difficult jumping spider. Electric Enzo Virtual Coaching, one-on-one virtual sessions with one of the best athletes in the game. Electrify your training. Silent Ninja, products ranging from custom obstacles to truss and accessories with quality you can trust. Remember, the K is silent. Biagi Bros, supply chain and logistics with state-of-the-art warehousing across the U.S. DGS, obstacle manufacturer with lines designed by some of the best ninjas in our sport. Ninja Strong, designs and manufactures professional-grade obstacles from training gyms to backyard setups. Their mission is to inspire the next generation. Barbados Ninja Throwdown, an unbelievable competition, one of the most beautiful locations. You do not want to miss this Ninja Family Vacation competition. Sign up now for 2026. Celebra Family Restaurant, supporters of the Ronald McDonald House, consider donating today. Special thank you to the Shields and Voz family for their support, and Bucket of Chalk, the official chalk sponsor of NSC. Reach into the bucket and grab some chalk today. Check out the NSC store. Our Season 5 tour shirts are up and available now. We've also got a lot of other sweet, sweet merch, so go online and check it out.
From the secret factory in an unknown corner of the world, Bucket of Chalk is coming to you handmade, perfectly balanced, and made with love.
Hi, my name's Enzo Wilson, but you might know me as Electric Enzo. Do you have an at-home ninja rig, but you struggle with knowing what to train? Or maybe you live too far from a gym to go all the time? Well, that's where I come in. I offer virtual one-on-one ninja coaching. I absolutely love coaching you guys, and I work with anyone regardless of age, experience, or equipment. Your training will be personalized to your specific goals. Head to electricenzo.ninja or call the number on screen to book a free strategy call today. I'm so excited to work with you guys, and let's level up you or your kids' ninja game.
You don't fail because you're not strong enough or fast or reactive enough. You don't fail because of traffic or people or weather. You fail because you don't trust yourself to make it.
Ninja Strong was started at home, built by a family who lives this sport. A family willing to build for the next generation of ninjas. Not just to build obstacles, but to build confidence, courage, and determination. Because today's grit becomes tomorrow's greatness. Family built, Ninja Strong.
Silent Ninja builds the same competition-grade obstacles the pros train on, right in your backyard or gym. Obstacles designed by elite athletes take your training to the next level. Use code NSC10 to get 10% off your purchase this weekend only.